Alrighty, welcome back guys, MegaWolfgaming here, and today we are here with a first look at Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Binding of Isaac was initially made as a cartoon-like drawn game, but they've changed it now over to this pixel graphics, just because it runs a lot better this way and they can work with it a lot easier, and I've seen the comparison. I think it's much better the way it is. Anyway, it was released in 2014 with overwhelmingly positive reviews. I think it got like 10 out of 10 for most of its ratings by like valid, proper people. So yeah, it's done really well. It's made by Nicholas Inc. And yeah, it's a roguelike and it's incredible fun. So, I've been playing it for a while. This is my main account. That's my modded account, but today we're going to be starting on file 2, which has nothing on it. So, the way it works is you have a whole bunch of characters you can select from, starting with only Isaac. So you have normal and hard mode. I don't know the definitive differences, but let's just play normal for now, just to make sure that I have a relatively okay run. Yeah, I'm really bad at this game. So, you can move around obviously with your WASD keys, and the mouse is not involved. I'm moving my mouse around, it's doing nothing. Your arrows are your 4 cardinal directions. And using Q, you can use a pull that you can collect sometimes. Using your spacebar, you can have spacebar items, and using E will drop a bomb. So you have your map in the top right. Holding tab will show you your time and bring the map to a just larger scale, so it's easy to see. So basically you just gotta shoot down the enemies. It's actually a very simple game, like nothing too crazy, but well, not in the beginning, but then you grab pennies. On the right you can see, along the left you can see you have your money stats, so you can get up to 99 cents. You have bombs and keys. Bombs are used to blow into like secret rooms, and keys are to unlock other rooms. And bombs are also here for these rocks. See with the little X called tinted rocks, you can use bombs to blow up those rocks, and they generally have these, which are spirit hearts. So, item rooms, you'll get 1 a floor unless you get an XL floor, but let's ignore that for now. This horrible item randomly teleports you to room charge. That's what that bar is next to the item. Each bar is a room. So you get 1 charge every room. So at the end of this room, it'll be half full, as you can see. So to be able to use it again, I'm going to need to complete 2 rooms, so 1 more room. So let's grab a quick charge. This is a shop next to us. You can see the item room is marked with the golden crown, and a shop with a little up, like an arrow up, I guess. Well, that's always what I thought it was. So yeah. Oh wow, this guy didn't shoot me. Oh my soul, bad plays. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought. I had something very valid to say. I'll show you an item room later on, because you need at least 15 cents to be able to buy a proper item. So, boss fight, marked with a skull. You get a number of bosses. This is Gemini. A relatively easy boss, as long as you know how he works. Basically, you can run him around the room, aim for the big Gemini, and avoid the little guy until the end. Because he's just a lot harder to hit, because he generally floats above the rocks, until you get him into second stage. Second stage is activated now when you kill that guy. Then he goes rage, stops shooting at you, and he follows you a lot more precisely. So he's a lot easier to shoot. Oh wait, I have a card on the left that I wanted to show you. That's a strength card. It'll increase my damage, and it gives me some HP, but it just takes a little bit of learning. I'm not going to be able to explain what all the items do to you in the video, because there are actually hundreds of items. What I've done to learn what each item does, because there's no actual definitive answer on any website. I mean, not on any website from the actual devs, but there's a website called platinumguard.co.uk, and there they'll give you most of the items and tell you what they do. So, at the end of every boss fight, you'll get a free item. That was Blood Clot, which gives us a damage up and a range up, and every tear shot out of our left eye will be like bloody. And some I don't know what to call them, characters, I always forgot. They only have access to one of the eyes. For example, Cain can only shoot with his right eye. So this item, you still get the damage up and the range up bonus, but you will not get the blood clot effect. So just strange things like that. Yeah. Not much more to say about it. I think that's Ball of Tar. I'll be honest, a lot of items I don't know. It is Ball of Tar. Basically, it leaves this creep behind you. That's what this stuff is called. It's called creep. And this stuff will slow enemies down if they step on it. You get different kinds of creep. Black creep will slow down you if it's brought by the enemies, and will slow down enemies, you see, as that slow effect if you put it down. And you get red creep, which will damage you if you stand on it, and green creep, but I don't know what it does. So, interesting thing, I'm very glad we got one of these. You can see there's 2 stores, which doesn't happen. So, the way it works is the store that's closest to the starting point, which is here, is a library. So I'm just going to pop this quickly. Yes! I was so glad I was really hoping it was going to do that. So if you enter the library, it can have 1 to 3 books on item pedestals and sometimes cards. So we got Anarchist Cookbook, which will summon bombs around us. I'll show you here. Very dangerous item. Generally, I like to avoid it, but wow. So that's a secret room. Generally, I like to avoid it because it can be very dangerous, but it can be helpful. So we're going to stick with the teleport card. We have the sun and 2 of clubs. 2 of clubs will double your bombs, and if you have 0 bombs, you'll get 2 free, which we just did. The sun will show you the entire map, heal you for all your red hearts, and it'll damage enemies in the room. So this is a secret room that can have a range of different things. Here it gave us 2 keys, so it's a very simple, low tier secret room, but you know, pretty much it's always helpful. So, okay, no tinted rocks. Tinted rocks you always want to be on the lookout for because they can really make a difference. And there's something interesting that I'm hoping to be able to show you on this at the end of the floor. Dude, this is exactly what I wanted. So, Monstro, very common boss. A little bit confusing at first, but then once you understand his movement patterns, very simple boss. Basically, he's going to jump around like that. Every now and then he'll jump and shoot some things out at you. You can watch the shadow to see where he's going to land. Sometimes he'll spit at you. Very simple boss to get used to. But for the first few boss fights, I actually died to him a bunch of times. But now I'll seldom die to him. But now that I've said that, I'm definitely going to take damage. Just because that's how life works. So, let's start explaining the next concept. There's a lot to take in, so if you're just here to take a look at the game, see how it runs, stop listening to me. If you're here to understand the game, I'd say it's better to learn on your own, so I'm redundant. Anyway, so you'll unlock items by doing certain things. So what's happened now is I didn't take any damage to my red hearts the whole floor. So you'll get a certain chance for a deal with the devil. And because I didn't take any red heart damage, taking red heart damage will reduce that chance. Because I didn't take any, I have a guaranteed deal. So since I finished without taking red heart damage, it's opened the devil door. So in here, you can trade away your HP for items. And I'm very nervous now because these are 3 great items and I've only got 3 hearts. So Goat Head, great item, I generally always take it. It gives you a guaranteed deal with the devil chance, even if you stuff up and take red damage. Red heart HP damage thing. The Mark, great damage up plus a spirit heart. And this is a bad idea, but I'm going to take Book of Belial, and we've unlocked Azazel. I didn't even think about that. The characters you can unlock by doing certain things. Azazel is unlocked by taking 3 deals with the devil in one run, and we got it all in one go. So that's crazy cool. He is by far the easiest character. That's pretty much throughout the Binding of Isaac community. Everyone agrees. Well, most of everyone agrees that he's the He's the best character that you can play as. Other characters that we might be able to unlock is, another one is Lazarus. You get him by having 4 spirit hearts. So if we can get another spirit heart and a half, we'll be able to unlock him. I think I'll be able to show you guys a shop on this floor if I get 2 more coins. This is very helpful because another thing to show you. You get familiars from time to time. They'll do different things. This one is System Maggie. excuse me, jeez. She's a very low tier, what's it called? Familiar. So these dudes, they're turrets, and they're invulnerable when they're down, and if you shoot them too much, they'll get like upset and they won't pop up. So you have to get close enough to them that they'll pop up and then shoot them when they're vulnerable. The reason I'm not attacking him now is because if you take a look, he is red and he's a bit bigger. So some enemies will have a different color and they'll be larger in size, and what happens is they're a lot tougher to kill, and if they hit you, they'll deal a full heart instead of just half a heart. So generally avoid getting hit by those guys. So this is a shop. From the beginning, you'll only get 3 items. It's actually horrible only having 3 items. But you'll see here you have a donation machine. And the way it works is you can donate to the donation machine, and when you get a certain amount, it'll upgrade your shop and unlock other items for you. But we're not going to do that in this case. I'm going to buy a spirit heart because it's super helpful, and we're going to leave. So if we get 1 more half spirit heart, we will unlock Lazarus. That's if we don't, like, take damage, that is. Well, we can take damage once, not to a champion. As I said, not to a champion, and I take damage to a champion. Yeah, you can see he's got that yellow in his eyes. He will drop the batteries, and the guys that are black will explode and sometimes drop bombs. So we got lucky because he did do that. Yeah. Ooh, don't take bad damage now. There we go. There's some red creep. I may have missed some from before, but yeah, that's red creep. Don't stand on it. It hurts. Oh my goodness. Gertie Jr., actually a horrible boss. I hate this boss so much. I'm going to activate Book of Belial, which is basically a huge damage up. I think it doubles your damage, but at least Gertie Jr. is slowed, so he's a lot easier. Generally, he'll be jumping up and down the room and murdering your face, basically. So, stem cells gives us an HP up, so we can come into here and we can afford something. So, first item on the left, that is missing page 2. If you get down to half a heart, it deals damage to the room. It's not that crazy. This on the right is dark matter, which gives you fear shots, so enemies will be scared and run away from you. The one in the middle is the packed HP, well, 2 spirit hearts I think, and a damage up. So the way it works is this one costs 2 red hearts because it's so good, but since we only have 1, it'll accept the 1 and not take any more. And we've just unlocked Lazarus because of those 2 spirit hearts it gives us. So we've got Lazarus now, and we have massive damage up. Actually, our damage doesn't look that great, because if you look at the stats on the screen here, our damage, the little sword, is only a 3. Generally, on a good run, you could be able to get that all the way full. Most good runs of mine get that all the way full. So, since we use the sun card, it shows us where everything is, plus the secret room. So, let's backtrack a little bit, because secret rooms can have really good stuff sometimes. And generally, it's worth getting into. Infamy. Crazy good item. If you get shot in the face, there's a chance that it'll block damage, so you won't take any damage. I want to show you this room. This is a self-sacrifice room. If you stand on the spikes, it'll slowly give you things over time, but it's very dangerous, so I'm sure there's videos out there that'll give you more details on that. I'm not the person who will be able to give you such details. So the way secret rooms work is if there's 3 rooms that are all touching like the same spot, there's a chance that the spirit room could be there. Spirit room, secret room. It's very confusing to explain, but you have to have access to it from all 3 rooms. So I'm hoping I can find it so I can show you what I mean. This is a mini boss fight. This is an actual boss that they've just scaled down and thrown into a room. So yeah. Another thing I need to show you is these. You can see on the outside here. This is a boss trap room. The boss trap room has a giant skull on it. A mob trap room will have swords. The skull just means you're going to fight a boss. if you open any of the chests. The swords means you'll just fight normal mobs. So, I open the chest, and it'll spawn a boss. So we're going to activate Book of Belial for that extra damage. Excuse me, Chubb. Chubb is a very easy boss as well. If you can get it right, you can drop a bomb, and he will eat the bomb if he has his mouth open. So it can be rather helpful. So we're going to open these quickly before this guy dies, so we don't have to... I'm so salty. Like, actually. Puberty. Great. Puberty pull is a weird pull. If you get 3 of them in one run, then it turns you into like a supposed adult, and you get an HP up and a little bit of a damage up, I think. So something interesting you can do with familiars, I did that just now. Wow. The hitboxes on these eyes are just horrible. You can block shots with familiars. So if you get your familiar in between you and a shot, they can take the damage for you. Balls of Steel, amazing pull. 2 spirit hearts for free. It's just great. There's nothing to complain about. Literally no downside to that pull. Okay, that was infamy that protected me there. You saw I glowed blue. Or at least I hope you did. That's just infamy triggering and saving me. So 2 free bombs. So, if you look now, we have this little thing here, the one room with the arrow, that's this room, the heart, and then that large room. There's 3 sides that have access to this area up here, right? So in this room, there's nothing blocking this wall. So there may be a thingy room there, a secret room. You have access to here, so again, chances there's a secret room. So, okay, it's most likely to be a secret room, because if you look here, there, yeah, that is, that also has access to that area. So if all 3 sides have access to it, chances are it's a secret room. That's just the way the gen and the secret room gen works. There's another thing that's called your second secret room or super secret room. Wow, infamy, bless you. Super secret room has better things, and it... okay, 2 puberty, so that's good. If we get another one, then we're health up. Great. So, I've lost my train of thought, damn it. Super secret rooms will only trigger if there's one adjacent side. So there can't be anything else next to it. Even if there's no access from that other room, still, there has to be no room next to it. These guys are horrible, because when you kill them, they make these corpses on the floor that you have to kill within a certain time, or they'll come back to life. I hate this room. Because... why? I'm taking damage to the fire? Really? These dudes, you can see the X for the eyes. They're effectively blind, so they just shoot randomly, and you don't know when they're going to shoot or if they're going to aim for you. Sorry about that. Someone was just knocking at my door. And we spoke for quite a while, so I can't remember anything that I was saying. Yeah, we've actually spoken for so long, I can't even remember what I was talking about. I do remember that we're still doing a first look, so I know that much. Oh, hell. Yeah, I'm using this. Jeez. There was something very valid that I needed to say. So, the game has multiple flaws, as you've already seen. Gee whiz, so much bad damage. But there is a total of how many floors? Let me think now. For this level, well, for this run, there'll only be 5, I do believe, because it only goes to the first main boss, which is Mom's Foot. But then later, you can unlock the next 2 floors. Puberty! We have grown up, I think. Or not? Maybe not. Right, what was I saying? This only goes up to... oh my word. Sometimes you get these double trouble boss fights where you have to fight 2 bosses. It's horrible. And I didn't even move. I just let Widow run into me. But it shouldn't be that bad with this damage. So, after beating Mom's Foot for the first time, you unlock Mom's Heart, which is the 7th floor. After beating Mom's Heart, I think 5 times, you can go up to... You can go further, I know that much. You can go down, or you get a choice between whether you want to go down or up. So you can either go to Sheol or the Cathedral, and from there it's either the Dark Room or the Chest. So we have a Sister Maggie, and in the middle this is Brother Bobby. I don't think they do anything if you have both of them. This is the Shovel, which effectively lets you skip a level, but it kind of sucks. And I kind of want this. This is Contract from Below. Basically, every time one thing would have dropped, it will drop 2 of it. So, like, if you beat a room and it drops a key, it'll drop 2 keys instead of 1. Was it worth our lost hearts? I don't know. We'll find that out very soon. Come on. Just die. Okay. Just something to note. This is Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I did say that in the beginning, but just see there, drop 2 bombs. But there's a heck of a lot of differences between this and Afterbirth, the DLC. So you can't really compare apples and oranges, or apples and pears, or whatever the saying is. Just remember, there is quite a difference. Come on, I hate these dudes so much. Wait a minute, I don't think I've actually shown a cursed room. I don't think I have. So, after beating this room, we'll go back up to check out the cursed room, so that I can demo a cursed room for you guys. Oh my soul, bad damage. Basically the way a cursed room works is there's spikes on the door, so it costs you half a heart to get in and half a heart to get out. But if you have flight, you can get in for free. We do not have flight, so this is going to cost us a whole heart, so this is pretty dangerous. But, look at that. That is Guppy's tail. There can be insane payouts in these cursed rooms, or horrible payouts. This was a relatively good one. This is Guppy's tail, and what it does is it increases the chance for golden chests to spawn after beating a room. So, that's really good because we have Contract from Below, which will double everything that drops on the floor. So that includes these golden chests from Guppy's tail, which is just insane. So please give us an example in our game. No, not going to give us an example, thanks. The Cage is such an annoying boss. I haven't fought him in a long time actually, but he's just so tanky. And this bullet hully attack that he has. He's not as bullet hully as a lot of the other bosses, but he does this as well, which is like that attack of Gertie Jr.'s that I hate so much. Really annoying boss. Oh my, and he does that. We're actually gonna die. But still, this run was pretty blessed because we got those 2 character unlocks. We did get relatively far. And so I'd say it was a pretty decent run. I'm actually really upset that I wasn't able to finish the run for this first look, but still, we unlocked Lazarus. What's special about Lazarus, I'll show you quickly, is all the characters have something specifically special about them. Lazarus, as you can see next to his HP, he starts with a pole. I found poles literally does nothing, except makes you look funny. So what that does, that times 1 at the top there, is it effectively just means you can respawn. So if I die on this fire, I die and come back to life as like the second Lazarus. This Lazarus has increased damage, speed, and he has anemic. So you can see there's blood on his head, so when you take damage for the first time in a room, you bleed. So yeah, we're just gonna die as Laz because I want to show you as well Azazel. There's a reason Azazel is the best. You saw he has minus 1 HP. That's because he has only black hearts. He starts with the full card. Because he can fly, he can enter these rooms for free and use the full card to get out, or at least the first one. But look here. You can charge up his shot and do that. That is a brimstone laser, or well, a very short-ranged one. The standard brimstone laser is much longer and is a lot more effective, but still, the fact that he starts with a small brimstone laser, that's a troll bomb. The fact that he starts with a mini brimstone laser is just next level, and flight. So, like, he pretty much just kills everything. I wish I could have shown you this item with a normal run. Chocolate milk is effectively, you can charge your shots like I charge these shots, but then shoot normal tiers. But this is still a massive damage up, and as Azazel, it's crazy good. So, I'm probably just going to finish this run just because it's already such a good run. I won't do it on camera. Right, I didn't get any of these in the last run. Before we end it, that on the bottom left is a trinket. This specific trinket gives us piercing shots, so the shot will travel through enemies. Means literally nothing as Azazel because he already has that, but still the point remains. You get a whole bunch of them. Some of them are really good, some of them not so much, but like, watch how quickly Azazel shreds bosses. But that doesn't matter. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope this was helpful, and this has given you a clear distinction of whether you should or shouldn't get the Binding of Isaac, or if it's the game for you. And yeah, if you did enjoy, please like the video, and if it was really that good, please subscribe. And I'm taking horrid damage. Anyway, thank you guys so much, and I'll check you dudes next time.